had a meeting after we had linked up together, and we ended. I mean, it was supposed to be something that lasted like we were supposed to be there for like
Stayed
an
together
hour.
all day.
We were together
we went to
the entire
Toon's spot.
day.
We went to Cartoon's place. We were all over, and then, man, it's like his story, my story. It's like when you come into this business and you don't just immediately get like tapped when it's not like, oh, you're this, oh, you're the next big thing. Here you go, and then they put you in 800 giant movies. They fail, and then everybody's like, oh, where'd that person go? And it's like they never had, like, we came through the ranks from the beginning.
All the way up.
I was an extra, you know what I mean, on Sex and the City. I was like waiter number 78 in the back to get my like SAG card. And then I was like, I played every criminal across the table. It was like, if they're going to put a criminal on a television show as a guest star, it was me. And then you come through, and it was like, that's kind of how, and now I see him or what he has going on with Planet of the Apes and, everything else. It's like, when you do that, you become a blue-collar actor who learns how to do things like this, who learns how to treat people, who has a certain way about them and doesn't take this all for granted. So the one thing that we have in our commonality was we don't take anything for granted. And I think that's what makes this movie so special.
Right.
You guys, Esteban and Quizzer Cartoon, they lend so much credibility to this project.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering how much them being on board weighed on your decision to come on this.
Authenticity is the key of life right now. We as a society have seen through all the bullshit. Mm-hmm. We only want real right now.
Right.
We can smell fake a million miles away. So when you get Esteban and Toon, who literally represent lowriding and LA in a way that they are. Like if there's a billboard of LA, come to LA, them two should be on it with a few other things. They are LA. Right. Especially, East LA and especially the lowriding community. So when they were on, it was like, oh.
Yeah.
We're not faking the funk here. Right. This is for real.
It was super important to have them on board, because again, doing research is one thing, and going all the way out with that is. But when you got the guys who live this, who are this, who created this, and involved in it heavily, and they were involved in it heavily, So, it was great. It was great to have them on board.
Esteban told me a line. He said, "You don't own a lowrider. You are a lowrider.
Yeah.
It's part of you. It's your blood. It's everything. It's heritage. It's legacy. It's all this. So, it's family.
Yeah.
And I think that's what him and I were just talking about on the walk here. Is like, don't get it twisted. When people see this movie, if you got to think we're in LA. We have a different perspective of kind of we know a little about this culture. We know a little bit about what this is. But outside of this, you can look at this and be like, oh, it's just going to be this gangbanging, type of film. Right. And then all of a sudden they're going to go in and go, that was not what I was expecting. Right. Same like 8 Mile. Same like even back in the day, like Saturday Night Fever and stuff like that, where you go in and you learn something different about a subculture. Mm-hmm. Same what happened with Sons of Anarchy. It's like people, it's going to be about outlaw motorcycles. Absolutely not. It's about family. And I think that's the trick here. So we're excited for the fans to see it.
Yeah.
With a 4-week shoot schedule and things being so tense, and Ricardo self-admittedly being an outsider to a certain degree to this, how was your relationship with her? And he says they had 3 cameras, a lot of it was handheld. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to know how that dynamic went about the actor and director.
It was great. I mean, Ricardo, he was he was very passionate about the project. I got involved in it early, or maybe a little bit after Theo did, but I went through the process with him.
I was waiting on you.
Yeah, he was waiting on me to.
I was involved in the project, but they were deciding between these 2 kids, and there was one who looked like me and one who didn't. So I was like, they wouldn't tell me who it was, and I was like, this kid better get this role.
He was rooting for me, but he hadn't met me yet.
I hadn't met him yet, but I was championing him in my mind.
Was already
the energy was
out
coming
there.
from New York. I was like, please let this dude get the role. So.
No, but it was great. I mean, Ricardo's amazing to work with, and he's a very cool, calm, relaxed director. You know what I'm saying? Like again, it was a fast shoot, so we had
storyboarded up.
Yeah.
He had every scene like drawn out.
I mean,
storyboarded
all the way through. So anytime we were, if we were to ever encounter stuff on set, bumps on the road or whatever, we were already ready to. We had the solution for it. So it was He's a great director, and he's an artist himself. Ricardo's an artist himself. So, in the film, you can see a lot of that, a lot of his artistic his artistic eye is all over. And Andres Sanchez, his RDP in the film. I mean, they're amazing filmmakers. So.
And they kept it fluid. They kept it moving. And when you get somebody like Ricardo, he's so calm. And why you want to work with someone like Ricardo is because he has the same passion of someone going in. It's not just manufactured. Like, hey, okay, so we're going to do this. It's like he's so excited. And you want a director who's as excited as the people who are doing it. And we knew that this was a short film on a very minimal budget, that we were telling a story, that we were doing something that really technically hasn't been done. And we were going to try to do something and put a story out there that nobody has done before. So, not a lot of people had a lot of trust in that. So we had the trust in it, the core unit. And Ricardo was just as excited as we were. So we were hyped, going in.
Yeah.